Hello everyone, I am Ahmed Al-Rubaye, PhD student, University of Craiova. Today I'm going to submit my paper entitled Computerization of the Tax Information System and its Role in Increasing Tax Revenues. Introduction. Corporate governance is one of the methods of ethical input as a domain under which companies are managed and monitored. Many researchers have pointed out that governance is a process of controlling the conduct of management by regulating ethical behavior in order to balance the interests of the parties involved. Information systems comprise many activities that occur in business, organization, and society. Successful organizations have generally learned how to utilize information as an effective and efficiency management tool that have developed information systems that respond to individual needs. Taxation is a very good source of income generation, but tax policies must be developed with due regard to the well-being of people. What is an information system? As much as 80% of the typical executive day is dedicated to information receiving, communicating, and using it in a wide variety of tasks. The objective of such systems is to ensure that reliable and accurate information is available when it is needed and that it is presented in a usable form. Definition. An information system is a set of people, data, and procedures that work together to provide useful information, as well as we will see repeated throughout the book. The emphasis on systems means that the various components seek a common objective of supporting organization activities. These include day-to-day business operations, communication of information management of activities, and decision making. The concept of management information system. A management information system, MIS, provides managers with information that enables them to make better decisions and to improve their job performance. The MIS concept has applied to managers for a long time. Managers have always sought as much information as possible to help them make decisions while carrying out planning, organizing, directing, and controlling activities at various levels in their organization. The need for automation of information system has now increased. The concept of computerized information system emerged in the 50s of the last century as it became more important and effective in contributing to the management of data in organization, institutions, departments, and companies, and then management of information resulting from the treatments on which decision can be made, as well as the possibility of communication with professionals and interest. Computerized information system have become an essential element of daily life. Governance and oversight system will allow a greater and more effective role for corporate stakeholders to play the role of oversight or governance. When we examine the stakeholders, we see that The tax administration is one of the most important stakeholders, as any mismanagement within the company or any decision are not rational. Board of directors would waste the accounting profit of these companies and the consequent waste of tax revenue. The use of tax information system in the mechanism of accounting with the tax buyer, the financial authority represented by the General Authority for Taxation aims through the process of examination or measurement of tax and access to real income of the tax buyer required by law, and should first knowledge of examination methods and tax measurement. Second, recognize the ability of tax information system to find and communicate sufficient and appropriate information to the unit gazing in a way that enables them to make the appropriate decision. Thirdly, the provisions of the law should not be limited to the limits of tax structures and the technical regulation of tax, but should be extended to include all the general rules for the procedures of tax collection, methods of appeal, timing and conditions, and many other matters that fall within the framework of tax accounting procedures between taxpayer preferring. Tax information is considered as a basis for tax accounting, and it is one of the most important resources. However, it is the lowest in terms of good use. It is a basic element of progress, and if it is properly managed, it can enhance both the effectiveness and the profitability of any institution, and we must recognize that the performance of any administration depends on the quality and integrity of information, as well as their ability to use this information efficiently. So, conclusions. The effect of tax administration is on tax revenue collection, economic growth, and tax evasion by understanding the role of good tax management. Policymakers can pursue effective tax reform, increase tax revenues efficiently, and reduce tax bias. Influenced by modern electronic means of tax collection, because complexity and mismanagement of taxation leads to evasion and intentional taxes. The lack of tax revenues or the tax gap that arises for a variety of reasons, and understanding the root causes of this gap is necessary to reduce or eliminate this gap. For factors should be contributed: deliberate tax evasion, errors in taxation, inefficient tax administration, and administrative corruption among tax collectors. Tax reform is one of the most important tax factors, which reduces the complexity of the tax law and increases the tax quality by providing greater administrative services with managerial gains in reducing the tax gap. The quality of the country's governance is of paramount importance as a factor in the development process, which is one of the main drivers of increasing public revenues. The lack of cooperation between some of the administrative departments with the General Authority for Taxation, and sometimes the failure to provide them with the activities of taxpayer leads to the loss of a lot of information concerning the activities of the taxpayers, and therefore reflected negatively on the tax revenues. Thanks for your attention.